Hey, what's going on? I want to give a quick review of the Cuisinart 3-in-1 burger press. Now, I got this as a gift, I think a few years back, but I've been recently using it quite a bit more than in the past. Last year I was doing like a lot of smash burgers, so you really didn't need to form patties. You just, form a ball and then put it down and smash it down. But recently I've been doing a lot more kind of regular size, 1/3 pound, quarter pound burgers. So I busted out the Cuisinart 3-in-1 burger press again, and I've really been enjoying it. I recently did about 24 patties for a birthday party that I was doing, and all the patties turned out great. And I'll kind of go through what you can do with this and how I use it. But as the box says, it's great for outdoor grilling, easily make delicious stuffed burgers, also makes sliders and regular patties. It's dishwasher safe. So you can also make like stuffed burgers with it. But the basic components of it here, you can also make sliders with it. But essentially you got a few pieces here, and I'll go through them. I just used it last night, and like I said, I made 24 patties, and it was super simple. Probably had 24 patties, which was about 6 pounds of meat, done in about 15 minutes using this. So you got the big base here, and you got this circled bottom. So you put that in there, so you can see there it comes together here, and this is the bottom, the base for the patties. So if you're doing like regular size burgers, this would be the base. And then you got the smasher, kind of the press down, and you got the big one here. So this kind of interlocks. So if you're doing regular patties, you put that on there. And then you got your base here. You put your meat in, however much you want. And then you use the top to press it down. So it presses out all the air, and it becomes a nice firm patty. And what I like about this then too is that once you're done pressing it down, you take the top off, and then the bottom pops out. So then you can get your patty there. Usually what I do is I'll pop it out, turn it upside down, I'll put it on my tray, and then I'll pop this off, and then we go on to the next one. Now, one thing I'll say that some people like to recommend like spraying the bottom with like Pam or like olive oil or whatever non-stick spray. I've done that too, so it helps. So when you're turning it over, it doesn't stick when you pull it back. You can do the same for the top, but for the top, I've found that to keep it less messy, I like to put a little bit of parchment paper. So I'll put the meat in here, and then I'll put parchment paper over the top, and then I'll press it down. So then I just have to pull the parchment paper off and then pop this out, and then I'm ready to go again. This doesn't get dirty, because sometimes like once you start pressing, if you're pressing a lot of them, the meat can start to heat up a little bit, so you get some of that grease, some of that fat from the meat. It starts getting all over the top here, and then it starts to become a little bit of a mess, especially if you're doing a lot of patties. I've found if I put parchment paper on top and then I press, this stays clean and easy. I can just set it down, pick it back up. Parchment paper is easy just to remove and put it back on. So that's how I like to use the main one. And so if you're doing like using this to stuff, so like on the picture here, you can see kind of, I don't know if you can see that, but they got some stuffing in there, So one way you can use this, again, you put your meat down in there, and then you take the top off here. You got a little bit more. Sorry, I washed it last night because I was using it, so a little bit wet still. But then you press it down here. You press it down in here. It'll leave an indent into the patty, and then you can stuff it with whatever you want. And then you just put whatever ground beef or meat back on top, press it down a little bit more, and then you got a stuffed patty. Pretty simple. And then you can also use that feature here. They got a smaller one, so if you like to do sliders, it helps you with that too. So they got a smaller one here, kind of same process as with the bigger one. The bottom pops out here, you can see that. You put your meat in there, and then you press it down, then you got a slider. So overall, I've really enjoyed using the Cuisinart here, and I know like there's a bunch out there. I'll put a link down below so you can see this one here. You can go out and find it if you want it. But it's been super simple. It's been easy. I've been really enjoying that. Like I did a lot of smash burgers last year, and I was kind of smash burgered out. So I went back to traditional burgers, and this makes it real super simple to press them and make nice, even, uniform patties. Because I know sometimes when I make it by hand, sometimes it's not even, and with this you can make them nice and even, so then you have even cooking temperatures and times, so you don't have like one getting done way before another one because of size difference. But that's just my take. I really enjoyed using it, and I wanted to share that with you all in case anybody else is looking for something different, or just go back to what you're using before the smash burger craze came out. But I still love a good smash burger, and maybe we'll do a tutorial on that here soon. But again, Cuisinart, I love using it. And that was a gift that was given to me, I think, Father's Day a few years ago. And that's a great product. And if you have a chance, grab one. It makes things a lot easier if you're making patties, which we do quite a bit here. So if you're interested in learning more about how maybe I do some other things, I'll post a link here to me grilling some steaks, how I like to keep it simple, grilling steaks. And I'll put some links in the below in the comments there if you're interested in getting our grilling temperature and wood pairing guide. It's a free guide for you to use, so you know kind of the most common cuts of meat, what the temperature you're looking to cook them to, and then also if you're smoking or maybe doing some indirect grilling, what flavor wood pairs better with the types of meat. So we got a free guide for you. You can click the link below, but appreciate y'all, and keep on grilling.